Hello everyone, my name is Laser, welcome to my channel, and welcome to day 3 of my challenge, where I am doing a video every single day of the week, or at least 5 days a week, for a solid month straight. And that means I'm just going to be rambling on whatever's on my mind, and I'm not allowed to highly edit it or focus on perfection in order to make everything perfect before I send it out. And this is day 3 of Candid Talks. This is how I named the series, and we're going with it. Speaking on perfection, that's the topic that I wanted to talk about today, which is sometimes you just gotta fucking full send it and not care about making everything perfect and listening to your perfectionist self before you send things out into the world. So it's okay if your videos are rough. I have to tell myself that because I am a very strong perfectionist. If it's not perfect, I don't want to send it out. I don't want to show anyone if it doesn't meet my stupidly high criteria for what I believe I can achieve for myself. And when I do that, when I don't share until it's all perfect, I end up not sharing fucking anything because I never meet my own expectations. So that's why I chose to do this challenge and just give up the idea of perfection and go for it. So yeah, and I had a couple of recent experiences that I thought were interesting and tied exactly into this challenge that I'm doing in other areas of my life. It reminded me of the moment that I learned to do a backflip on a trampoline just a couple weeks ago. And as a little backstory, I always loved to do any kinds of flips or gymnastics. When I was younger, I so badly wanted to do gymnastics, and for a long time I wasn't allowed to because I have a hemivertebrae. Some of my vertebrae are not fully formed right where my cervical spine and whatever this top part of the spine is, and the neck, I don't know. They are not fully formed, and so if I were to land on my neck, I would have a lot higher chance of really seriously injuring the crap out of myself. And so for the longest time ever, I was not allowed to do it, and I totally understand why my mom did that, right? Out of safety. And I get it. But that sucks so badly as a kid. That's the most, that's one of the hardest things for me when I was younger, is I really wanted to do gymnastics and play and do flips and stuff. And I'm naturally really good at that kind of stuff. I love moving my body and, I don't know, interacting with the physical world. And so I would try to be a little bit rebellious, sneak onto the trampoline when I wasn't allowed to, get people to spot me even though they were 3 years younger than me and would not actually be able to protect me at all if I tried to do anything. And so I still got some flips in. I learned to do a few things. I was allowed to do front flips and you saw nothing. Front flips are things where I'm going forward, but nothing going backwards. That was kind of the limit that I had set on me. And so that meant I had to wait till I was way older in order to do any kind of backflip or anything, or back bend walkover or anything like that. And that happened essentially this last couple of weeks. My friend had her cousin over, and her cousin is awesome. And one thing that really was cool to me is we were all staying up on the trampoline, talking to one another just about whatever's going on in our lives. And the subject turned to different tricks we wanted to do on the trampoline. And we were all oh, I really want to do a backflip, but God, it's so scary. Well, me and my friends were like that, but her cousin was oh yeah, I want to do one too, and just fucking threw themselves back and did a goddamn backflip. First try. I mean, they didn't land on their feet per se, but they went backwards and did not land on their head. They landed on their knees. And my friend and I were absolutely shell-shocked because for some reason they were not scared at all. They just fucking did it. And I was sitting there and I was like, well, shit. It can't be that hard if they did it first try. And so, god damn it, I'm sitting everywhere. Ugh. They did it first try. And then my friend was like, oh wow, I want to do it too. And then after some encouragement, they did a fucking backflip first try, didn't land on their necks. And then after I took the most encouragement because I am a little bit afraid. I mean, I do have the highest risk, like, whatever body if I do fuck it up, you know? So I can't afford to be, like, super, I don't know, careless, right? But what I'm distinguishing is going for it is not being careless, right? You can know your own limits, but you can't stop yourself out of fear for what might happen. So, after some encouragement, I did a goddamn backflip. And what ended up happening? So the story surmised into a very small, like, nutshell? Yeah. Is that, my friend's cousin just fucking went for a backflip first try and landed it within 3 tries. And then within the span of 20 minutes, that cousin of my friend's literally got all 3 of us, learned to do a backflip. When I probably would have never have tried it if I had not seen them just go for it. And of course the first few backflips were not pretty, right? You can't expect to do everything perfect on your first try. Unless if you're me, because I expect that of myself, which is a little crazy. But that was wild. And that kind of showed me that, oh wow, you can do it, and it doesn't have to be pretty, but you're not going to get anywhere if you don't ever try in the first place. And, yeah.
First, let's try front flip.
No way! Oh my god, you did it!
Oh my
That was awesome!
All 3 of us just do black. No! I want to do them.
It was crazy and awesome. And yeah, that was really exciting. And that carried over to other parts of my life where, oh yeah, well if I can do that, then I can also do this challenge and not like try to perfect everything and before I ever upload it and share it. And, you know, as long as you are giving it a go and starting, even when it's scary, then you're gonna get somewhere, because, you know, practice makes perfect. But yeah, that's kind of the topic of today's video. And another thing I wanted to touch on within that whole, like, idea of just going for it, it doesn't mean that you disregard, like, the best way to do it. You still want to be safe. I didn't mention this earlier, but we all, first, when we were practicing our backflips, we got the mat. We had a mat on the trampoline that helped us in case we did fall on our necks. You don't want to be, like, completely oblivious to the dangers of doing something if you are going to do something that's risky. You want to always take that into account. I'm not trying to get people to go backflip off of, like, buildings without any practice at all. But you can work your way up to doing a lot cooler shit if you at least start. That's the point I'm making. And for us, that looked like starting with a mat on the trampoline until we got that down. And then we moved to a backflip without the mat. And I don't know, pretty soon maybe we'll be able to do a back tuck on the ground. I don't know. Anyways, that's it for today. Thank you so much for listening, and have a good one.
First, let's try front flip.
No way! Oh my god, you did it!
Look at it.
That was awesome.
All three of us just do black.
I
I want to learn to do them.